show the ball, I umpire ball in the teeth, you know. And show me the standard. Not even coach them ball. So me I say, Louis. More than camp. You never get a lot. You
can't vote him, brother.
Get that chicken and eat it,
you can't vote him? Yeah, body man. You can't vote him? This is not going to do it. Yo. No.
Two balls, find two balls.
You find it from my back and I'm in front.
Hold on, but it's a lot.
Teeth, man. No, watch out. Not even teeth, man. You know you have ball in your bag right now.
You can't come on much. You leave space.
You man are watching ball too much. You can't try it. Big national setup, eh?
Oh, you say you have to take them in the boot. Where you have to take them?
No, I take them. Them no boy.
Put more.
Don't nobody. Come on, we can't get 2 balls for the warm up. You secure 2 balls, that's on them gone. Guys, don't put 2 balls out again. I'll drop them inside. Yo. 1/30. Let's go back. Right now.
say that wife and keep your keys.
I don't know that.
I would love it. Somebody go and your wife peel go down so.
Before?
Before.
Still not.
What I'm saying, if you just turn up all the shit on the top, turn the ball just in the
I mean,
side.
the back good.
Exactly, the ball good. So you when you shape.
True, man. You deep then, when you hear deep then, I just, that in your mind, yeah.
Yeah, wife in your man. I don't say you can match up on your neck. Effortlessly.
Sada do it.
Anytime you try to wipe off, miss it, go bite the wall.
I do it, I'm not going to feel the shot, man.
Exactly, a cricket shot, they don't try to cricket shot. Delbert, proper cricket shot. Or just say, you go for wife, everything shift, everything up down, so shoulder out, no problem. Once you're aware, right, you can always make adjustments. When you're not aware, right, you always have a wife.
Look on the side.
People, if you step on your brake too much, but they look like them go feel like they not expect it. You gotta go slow. Anytime nobody slow down, or somebody has to run or somebody. Never like stop at that light. Words it touch after 799. So no surprise here.
2 meat, put meat again long time.
So look, you see like him around nothing in care, but the pace of me I go at me just him I get smaller and smaller and smaller. You see character, man, I'm not so touch man there, I can't hold for it. One time boy sat there and see what I would give 115 grand for the time. I think the mate still outstanding and I would out him. And then never asked me 15.
Some fakes, them have all when you meet them. They just want the money from it.
When I police pull me over and ready to me, I go, no need to fix it. The windscreen too dark.
You just cut it down.
Yeah, you can't see that here. There's a man, a man here. You don't see them here. Try to get him a roll this morning. Roll it off. There, hold him on.
Get back, I'll get back. Yeah, they do it, man. Don't be about no that, man. No, I come down for a fire, and when I come down for a fire, I put down the stuff again, and when I come off, I get you get your own. I get one. I wash my bag, I wash my bag. Come back. I wash my bag. I wash it when it rain, the mud there, so it drops down and it dirty there, it's up. Next day bag and open surfing. Yes, yes. You're on a surfing, so go for it. Next go for more. I'm going to make 2 weeks.
Check, check.
Oh, we can start now? Good morning and welcome to match number 17 of the Dream 11 Jamaica T10 cricket competition. It will be between the Surrey Risers and the Cornwall Warriors. Match 16 was completely washed out by rain, so the Middlesex Titans, they got a point. So too did the runaway leaders so far, the Surrey Kings, who stopped in their tracks a bit. They got a point. And match 15, so the Surrey Royals crushing the Cornwall Warriors by 8 wickets. The Warriors became the first team to be dismissed inside 10 overs. They were bowled over 58 yesterday, and the Royals got home quite comfortably. Carlos Brown and Javel Glenn leading the team. So after 16 matches, 15 completed, 1 was washed out. We have the Surrey Kings leading. They have 16 points, 5 wins and an abandonment, so that's a point. The Surrey Royals, they are now up to second, 3 wins, 2 defeats. They have 9 points. Followed by the Middlesex Titans after 6 games, 2 wins, 3 defeats and a no result, has them on 7. The Cornwall Warriors after 5, 2 wins, 3 defeats, 6 points. The Surrey Risers, 5 games, 2 wins, 3 defeats. They're on 6 points, the same as the Warriors. So this is a big game, a massive contest. And the Middlesex United Stars, they're at the foot of the table. They have 1 win from 4 and 4 defeats, only 3 points. They play later on this afternoon. So Cornwall Warriors winning the toss, electing to field their 11, captain Michael Frew, Paul Palmer Jr., Okino Farkison, Brian Gale is not in the 11, Omar Samuels, Andre McCarthy. There is Damien Banks, Jermaine Levy, Javoy Spence, Kerry Holness, Derval Green, and Damian Bryce. So it's Jermaine Levy replacing Brian Gale, the only change for the Warriors. While for the Risers, who defeated the Titans in their last game on Monday, they have Chadwick Walton, Delbert Gale, Sadiq Henry, Akeem Fraser, Sheldon Cottrell, Ricardo McIntosh, Dennis Bulai, Christopher Powell, Warren Campbell, O'Shane Thomas, and West Indies under-19 invitee Nicholas Lewin. So it's going to be Chadwick Walton, Scorpions, West Indies, Talawas, Amazon Warriors, batsman facing Derval Green, and a shaping delivery outside the off stump, left alone. Early dot ball in the proceedings. Chadwick Walton opening with Ricardo McIntosh. So the first ball bowled in match 17 of the Dream 11 Jamaica T10 competition is a dot ball. Game started on time. Heavy showers yesterday. More is in the forecast for today and the rest of the week. So fingers crossed we can get cricket in all day. As this is short, banged away, backward of point, should get to the boundary for 4. It does. As quick as Samuels is, absolutely no chance. Left the bat like a trace of bullet there from Chadwick Walton. Hammered it backward of point. Andre McCarthy was at backward point. Just stooped on his knee
and watch it sail into the boundary for 4. So they're off the mark. That is the 189th boundary of the competition. 144 sixes hit. First one today, that's a nice back of a length delivery from Green to Walton. Is beating the right-hander, who's looking to force that off the back foot. Taken by wicketkeeper Javoy Spence. So the Warriors without Brian Gale, Jermaine Levy to give them additional bowling strength. Gale hasn't gotten a chance to bowl in this competition to date, as Green is over the wicket to Walton, who tries the scoop shot. Beaten. Taken by Javoy Spence again. And he tried that shot because short fine leg is in the circle. Deep backward square in Damian Bryce is out, while there's third man in Omar Samuel. So everybody else is in the 30-yard circle for the first 4 deliveries of this over. Only 4 runs conceded, but the first 2 overs constitute the mandatory batting power play. Option of 1 more between overs 3 and 9. This is squirted down to third man by Chadwick Walton. Only a single. Omar Samuels does the fielding and fires the return into Javoy Spence. The Warriors, and a lot of discussion around as to what's their best combination, what should be their opening combination with bat in hand, but they have been very decent with the ball. Haven't really conceded a lot of runs. 2 wins, 3 defeats as Derval Green steams into Ricardo McIntosh. Beats him outside the off stump, taken by the wicketkeeper. And that completes over number 1 of match 17 in the Dream 11 Jamaica T10 cricket competition. Chadwick Walton, he's 5 from 5. Ricardo McIntosh yet to get off the mark. And the Surrey Risers inserted. They are 5 without loss. Omar Samuels is going to start proceedings from this the Michael Holding end. He'll partnering Derval Green. Samuels has bowled 48 balls in this competition, 8 overs. If you like, conceded 66 runs. And that's taken 5 wickets so far. 2 for 13 his best, averaging 13.20. Strike rate 9.60. Has a decent economy actually, 8.25. So on average, he's conceding just over 16 runs per match. That is quite decent. Excellent if you ask me in this format. Andel Gordon average his economy is 7 in 3 matches. Pete Salmon 7.75. Michael Frew is the most outstanding. He's going at 6.90 and has taken 10 wickets. Nicholas Gordon has 12 as this is cut out to deep point. Damian Bryce races in with his left arm. They get a single. Score goes up to 6. And Walton has moved up to 6. He has all the runs so far for the Risers. Samuel's trying to get his field placement right. Damian Bryce out at deep point. Now he's been asked to come inside the circle for McIntosh. So now you have third man and deep square leg out. Paul Palmer Jr. at deep square leg. Kerry Holness at third man. Samuels over the wicket to McIntosh, shaping into the batsman, trying to cut. No timing. And score remains at 6 without loss. Samuels is over the wicket again to McIntosh. Fuller delivery, hitting on the up, over the head of cover. Won't get to the boundary. And Bryce does the fielding. Does it extravagantly as well. Gets his return in. And the first scoring shot for Ricardo McIntosh. The Risers are now up to 8 without loss. Halfway through over number 2. And this is a critical game for both teams. Playing their 6th match of the competition. The Warriors are 4th, while the Risers are 5th. This is over the wicket from Samuels. Out to deep mid wicket is pulled by McIntosh. One bounce out to Paul Palmer Jr. And a single. 9 without loss. And made a sweet sound. Players complained yesterday about the pace of the wicket. Weren't able to score freely or hit through the line. The Warriors players, and as part of the reason why they made 58. Could have been better. Could have challenged themselves some more to spend more time at the wicket, as Samuels is full to Walton, who is scooping expertly. One bounce into the boundary for 4. His second boundary, he was anticipating it to be full and wide. Made the adjustment and scooped it over. That looks like Okino Farquharson, who is a short fine leg. And Chadwick Walton gets another boundary, his second. They're 10. Well, he's 10 from 7. And the Surrey Risers are 13 without loss. One delivery to come in over number 2. And so far, 8 runs have been conceded in this over number 2. 2-4 so far in the innings. Both Walton, who is waiting on Samuels, hitting this high in the air. It's a slower delivery, deceived. Jermaine Levy takes it. Brilliant comeback from Samuels. Pace off the ball. Fuller to Walton. And he tried to clear mid-on. It went a long way up in the air. But Levy held his composure and took a very good catch. And Samuels almost immediately knew he had deceived Walton, as he celebrated once the ball left his hand and saw the shot that was played. 13 for 1. Walton goes to 10 as Chris A. Gale joins us here in match 17 of the Dream 11 Jamaica T10 competition.
Yeah, special good morning to all the viewers. An important game for both teams. Risers has shown some form in their last couple of games, but I think Walton there again not able to carry on. Such an important member of the Risers team, but I think that delivered here, as we just look at that wicket, a nice slow delivery from Omar Samuels, showing nice skills, smartness, just to deceive Chadwick Walton, who was on the go. I think that was a good delivery. I think the pace bowlers has done some. We've seen some good skill sets shown from the pace bowlers in this competition. Omar Samuels, a member of that pace bowling pack. I think he really bowled well there in that over. Sadiki Henry now comes to the crease. Of course, didn't have a lot to do in the last game, but he's been very productive in the tournament.
Andre McCarthy to start his spell. This is short to Henry, and he's held back with a square for 6. Out into the car park. That was a long hop. It had all the time in the world for Henry to smash it. And he just timed it back with a square. Didn't overhit it. And tells you about the form he's in. As the Risers progress up to 19 for 1. Well, that was slow. A real long hop there, juicy.
Yeah, it was asking to be hit. Made a sweet sound from the bat. I think that some of the spectators who are parked in that area should be looking to shuffle the deck a bit, because Sadiki Henry has been in good form, rocking up back onto the back foot and just depositing that one nicely. A very good shot, very nice way to announce himself.
McCarthy again over the wicket to Henry as this one is guided down to third man. Single is what they should get, is all they can get. Return comes in from Omar Samuels. The score goes up to 20 for 1. Scoring at over 8.5 runs per over. That's the first 6 of the innings. 2 fours as well. Getting a boundary and over so far. Need more than that. I think they can, if they can get up to 100 with the bowling attack that they have. Chris Powell bowling well. Sheldon Cottrell, Shane Thomas, Bulai, Akeem Fraser. This is full to McIntosh. He's stroking up to long off. Derval Green does the fielding. Score goes up to 21 for 1. Halfway through over number 3.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think they have a very potent bowling attack. And I think it's important that they pace this innings properly. Identify what is a good score. There has been some thoughts or concerns that the pitch has slowed up a bit. I think this is tailor-made for Sadiki Henry also. He has time.
Short into the pitch from McCarthy, and Henry goes back and taps it into the onside. Paul Palmer Jr. Can't prevent the run at mid-wicket. Score is now up to 22 for 1. 9 runs conceded in this over from McCarthy already, with 2 deliveries to come. He's passing the left shoulder of the umpire, and this is stopping into the wicket from McIntosh. A check drive and scramble home. Again, signs of the surface and how things are. Not the quickest or the easiest to play on the up or through the line of the delivery. And maybe because of the heavy rains that we have had, it's probably prevented the ground staff from actually,
I haven't seen the sun a lot.
yeah, preparing the wicket as best as they could. So a little bit of a moisture, obviously, is going to be on the wicket early up. McCarthy again down the leg side, this time a wide. 24 for 1 now the score goes up to. McCarthy losing his radar there, and there's now cloud cover coming over Sabina Park. Started brightly this morning. There's a trough across the country, and more rain is in the forecast. Washed out match 16 completely yesterday. Don't think the rain stopped before 6 yesterday, to be honest. As this is into the pads of Henry. Gets off his thigh pad, and they will jog home for a single at the end of over number 3. And at the end of it, the Surrey Risers, they are 25 for 1. Sadiq Henry, he is 9 from 4. Ricardo McIntosh, 5 from 6. Andre McCarthy is over, conceding 12 runs. As we see Omar Samuels gets ready to bowl his second over. And he normally bowls both overs up front, unlike the other teams where you see the bowlers spread across the 10 overs.
Yeah, I think they have the extra luxury of probably having bowlers that can come and bowl in that those death overs. In Frew has taken up the mantle to do that. There's Derval Green on the field, so they have the luxury of bowlers who can bowl in the death overs. But I think we go back to that point of the pitch, just slowing up a bit. I mean, the surface would have been covered for a lot of the period over the last couple of days, has been taking a pounding with rain, and you expect that sweat and whatever. Sometimes we take a while to get off. I think a lot of moisture in the pitch.
Samuels to Henry is driving up to cover. Misfield from Palmer Jr. half stops the ball from going out to extra cover. They get a single. Score goes up to 26 for 1. Henry's into double figures.
I think this will also challenge the batsmen to run harder. I mean, they'll have to now think about singles, getting the twos. I mean, you still can score 10, 12 runs and over by getting singles. It's possible once they run hard and manipulate the field. So I think that's where it comes down to now as well.
Omar Samuels over the wicket, a slow delivery to McIntosh, dabbing this out of point. They thought about a single. Andre McCarthy was onto it quickly. He made a mistake, but didn't cost him. The score remains at 26 for 1. 3.2 overs. The Risers are in decent form so far. After a slow start, a sluggish start where they lost their first 3 games. Aided by Akeem Fraser, they defended a meager total in the 4th game and now got the better of the Titans on Monday, defending 106. As this is Auto, deep backward square leg. Thoughts of 2. No chance with such a fire return from Jermaine Levy. The score goes up to 27 for 1.
Yeah, a good piece of feeling by Levy there on the backward square leg boundary. You see there some kind of intensity in the running, because I think that is all very much required for probably another 3 overs or so. Then they can look to get into that launching pad.
Samuels full and straight but wide. Down the leg side signaled by the umpire. Score goes up to 28 for 1. Some discomfort there for the wicket keeper. Almost as if he didn't collect it initially. And 1 wicket to fall so far, that of Chadwick Walton. Big scalp to Omar Samuels, who is into Sadiq Henry, and that's down the leg side. A diving effort from Okino Ferguson. He does well to stop it initially. There's a chance for a run out, but he's overthrown it. Too heavy. And they scramble home for 2. Good stop in the end from Ferguson, but can't prevent 2 runs. Sadiq Henry goes up to 12. Score is now 30 for 1.
A good start from Henry. He's into his work pretty quickly. 12 from 16. He's already outscored McIntosh at the other end. A lot will be dependent on him.
Over the wicket again, and this is turned into the onside. It goes forward of square. Mid wicket comes around to his right. That's Michael Frew. And the score is now up to 31 for 1. I see Gordon Bryan. Samuels again. Slower delivery again to McIntosh, who's down the wicket, clipping it over mid-wicket. The man from Long On giving chase. That's Derval Green. He does well. And they should get 3. And they get so, well, they do so quite comfortably in the end. But that was sweetly timed from McIntosh. Advancing to the fast bowler, getting to the pitch, and just clipping it into the vacant wide mid-wicket region. And they got 3 runs. He's up to 9. Henry is 13 from 7. The Surrey Risers, after 4 overs, they're 34 for 1.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. The ability to get the singles, the ability to manipulate the fields. That's exactly what McIntosh did on that occasion. Was a slow delivery, but he was very much aware that there was a big gap down on that mid-wicket boundary. And he was just clipping it into that vacant region, running very hard and ensuring that they get enough. I think boundaries will be hard to come by. You expect the outfield to probably be a bit sluggish also with the rain that we have had.
Left here yesterday, the field was fully soaked, fully flooded, but came here today to see a dry ground. And Sadiq Henry is actually 12 from 7, the scorer says. But the score is actually 34 for 1.
And this is a good start. You look at given the conditions at play, I think this is a good start for the Risers. They still have some firepower to come in the lights of Delbert Gill, who has been very good in the tournament so far, is Delbert Gill. So they have some batting to come.
Derval Green to bowl the power play over. And that is beating Ricardo McIntosh. Any surprises that they took the power play over at this juncture?
I think no surprises. I think want to get as much from as they have two set batsmen. McIntosh has been there from the start. Henry, one of their more productive batsmen so far this tournament. So I think it's a good choice. But we have seen the power play to be a drama, Phil.
And this is smashed forward of square in front of mid wicket and mid on for 4 by Ricardo McIntosh. And he's now seeing a change in the field. But that was short, inviting McIntosh to smash it. And he used his forearms to his full advantage there. And again, shows signs that this pitch is not the quickest.
McIntosh really has surprised me. He looks to be a very good player. First time seeing him. And he's looked really good so far. He didn't start it at the top of the order, but he's at the top now, and he's looked good so far in these 2 games.
Captain of Micro is McIntosh, and he's bowled him, advancing to Derval Green. And the experience of Green coming to the fore there was into the pitch, not giving him time to go back, but advance to the delivery. And his demise comes at what? 13 from 12. Green strikes, the Risers 38 for 2 with Delbert Gale coming out.
Probably the last time I'm going to say anything good or say a batsman is looking good. A commentator's curse there was just commending how well he looked, how organized he looked, and he got out. So it's just one of those things. But again here, we've seen the power play has been at times worked against the batting team, because I think in the power play they're of the view that their risk take now, their increase in risk is so much higher. And I think it presents an opportunity for the fielding team to get a few wickets. I think it has been drama, Phil. It has worked against the batting team, as we have seen on many occasions in this tournament.
Yeah, and it normally can do that sometimes, because the batsmen have the urge or think that they have to go hard at every ball. Yeah. So it has its advantages and disadvantages. 7 out of 10 times it normally works in the batting team's favor. As Dennis Bulai comes in ahead of Delbert Gale, a change in approach there from the Risers.
Surprising.
Yeah, Gale was on his way out, and then he turned back after recommendation from the coaching staff to dot ball from Green to Bulai. That is important to note in this context, because this is a batting power play over. Deep mid wicket and deep square leg are the men out.
Very surprised that Bulai has come in front of Delbert Gale. I think interesting decisions making we have seen in the tournament so far. But it's left to see if this move will pay off for the Risers. I think they probably know something that we don't know.
This is slower delivery from Green. Sounds of anguish there from Bulai. A lot of laughing and chirping going around. It hit him in the area that nobody wants to be hitting. He's still on the ground, is Bulai. And getting ready now to see if he can continue, but the score remains 38 for 2. Importantly, it's another dot. 4 dots, including a wicket and a 4 in this over.
Yeah, and again there, that ball probably just slowing up, just stopping on the batsman a bit. And I think the wicket, I think, too pace. Probably he had rolled his fingers over that one. But I think when the pitch is playing like this, I think skill set like that is very, very much important.
And it limits the scoring areas of the batsman as well. As this is another shorter delivery. Bounces just in front of Spence. And it goes for 4 byes. A difficult one for the wicket keeper. He turned his back on it. Gives 4 more runs to the Risers. They're up to 42 at the end of over number 5 in match 17 of the Dream 11 Jamaica T10 competition. Sadiki Henry, he's 13 from 7. And Dennis Bulai, who was promoted, he's yet to score from 2 balls. See Michael Frew getting ready to start his spell. He's been one of the leading wicket takers in the competition. He has 10 wickets. Frew, averaging 6.90, while striking at 6. His economy is 6.90 in this format. That is marvelous. He's going for less than 15 runs per match.
Yeah, he's been very good, extremely good for the Warriors is Michael Frew. One of those spinners that we have seen on show so many times that we have seen spinners dominate local cricket in the Caribbean. Michael Frew doing just that in this tournament. And bowling from the right end, I think also.
Mix your shoe and your something not get problem.
As Frew backward square leg deep mid wicket. That will go down to backward square leg. It's nicely played. They should come back for the second. I think that's what they have to do. Sadiki Henry very much mindful of that, just lapping that one into the deep backward square leg boundary.
Cameraman up.
And there goes Sadiki Henry again, slug sweep, one of his favorite shots. Didn't think he was not looking to hit a six there, probably mindful that that's a huge hit to that side. That's lapping that one on the ground. Brings Bulai in the strike. I think Bulai has been sent as a pinch hitter here. He's not going to make contact to that one. That was fired in there from Frew with a little bit of drift. 45 for 2, 5.2 overs bowl, 5.3 overs bowl.
Well, all he has been pinching now is ear because he hasn't made contact with any ball so far since he has gotten to the crease.
All right, Bulai, come on now, your time for sure. Oh, that was ever mighty close to that off stump. Oh, Foster said it. He's been pinching here. That was inches close to that off stump. Beautifully bowled from Michael Frew, just firing that one with a little bit of drift. Here he comes again, is Frew. And he's in the air. There's a fielder running in. Will he take the catch on the bounce to Farquharson? And I think this experiment so far not really working for the Risers.
They've hit a snag here. Struggling to get the boundaries and even struggling to rotate properly, and this is going to put some pressure on Sadiki Henry.
Yeah, very much agree with you. Let's see how Henry plays this. Henry goes absolutely straight for 6. Sweet, beautifully played from Sadiki Henry. Into the side screen it goes. The 50 is up for the Risers, and Sadiki Henry moves to 22 from 10 deliveries, 52 for 2. That's a beautiful shot there, Foster.
It was, and you could sense that something was going to happen. You could feel it. You knew that the batting team needed something to happen for them. And it came from Henry, who has been in good form and picked his spot. No better spot than that to pick, which is to hit straight over the bowler's head. And 6 more runs, the second 6 of the innings. And both of them going to Sadiki Henry.
I think the thing with Henry so far in this tournament is that he's not been swiping, and we'll be saying he's been playing proper cricket shots. I think again that for me is very important. It shows that proper cricket shots still has a place in any form of cricket that you play, and I think he's really put that on show in this tournament so far.
Definitely. And Warriors have a lot of bowlers to call on. And now they have Jermaine Levy to think about. He's going to be in operation.
Bulai has to get bat on ball. Dennis Bulai on strike to Levy, and he gets the outer portion of the bat. It goes down to third man for a single. Omar Samuels doing the fielding on the boundary. 53 now for 2. 6.1 overs bowl. Another 3 means probably another 23 deliveries to go in this innings. 53 for 2. Should be eyeing to get up to that 100 mark for sure.
No need to lose focus or get lost in the present. The Risers, a lot of deliveries to come. 23 of them.
Oh, magnificent shot from Sadiki Henry. It goes all the way, I think, for 6. Yeah, I think that is 6. That's a tremendous shot from Sadiki Henry. And there you go again, just proving my point. Proper cricket shots, but that one just elevating that one over the head of extra cover, over cover for 6. That's a beautiful shot from Sadiki Henry.
That's a sweet shot. Over pitch delivery. Just getting it over the head of through at extra cover. But he did so with a lot of elevation. Just picked his moment and picked his spot. Vacant area, that. Big time shot.
That one is short. And call a wide there from the umpire. Levy, not sure about that one. What do you think about that one, Foster? Was short.
Was close.
Really, it was close. I mean, the bowlers already have a hard time in T10 cricket, T20 cricket.
I think it was over his head. He was fully on the front foot. Henry trying to hit it over mid wicket. Ball went way over his head, in my estimation. It was also outside the off stump as well. So maybe that's probably where the call came from.
Well, here is Henry again. In fine form he is. And he's turning that one straight to short fine leg now. They'll just get a single. Shouts of the fielder telling Ibangs to have a throw. Was not interested in that. Ibangs 61 for the loss of 2 wickets. Henry is 29 from 12. Bulai is on a struggle. 2 from 7.
He's really played a much losing hand here. Only made connection twice with the ball.
There he goes again. Bulai, the flashing blade, goes nowhere close to that ball, and that's another dot ball. And I think for me that this is poor cricket. Sadiki Henry is also the set batsman. I think in this situation, even though he's been sent as a pinch hitter, I think he should turn over the strike to Henry. Henry's been hitting the ball sweetly.
Well, you don't want to, if your pinch hitter is not coming off, you don't want him out there to be wasting a lot of balls. So this is really backfiring at the moment on the Risers. Has to get bat on ball, has to be clearing the boundary.
And that's another dot ball. This has been absolutely poor, disappointed from the Risers. And Bulai not able to make contact, a real struggle so far from him. 2 from 9. Well, do you think that Delbert Gale has been batting so well in the tournament? And it is important, we have to call a spade a spade. Gale has been batting really well. Would have really liked to see him come in at the point when Bulai come in. I think the match was really set up for him. Here is Levy again, and he misses another delivery. Well, not happy with the work of the keeper. It's a tough chance. I mean, ball bubbling and bouncing in front of Spence. I think Levy would be pleased. It has been a good over for them. And again, more importantly for them, Bulai goes on strike and he's not been hitting the ball.
Yeah, it might be a blessing in disguise for the Cornwall Warriors. Andre McCarthy looks like he's going to be bowling. 3 overs to come. Captain Frew ringing the changes. Pace on the ball has been proven to be a difficulty for Bulai, and I think the captain sensed that and has made a change.
I think they was calling off Bulai there, or probably sending a message. Was it?
Well, I don't think he needs a message. I think he knows that he's not doing what he's supposed to do. He has wasted 10 deliveries. Well, he has only scored 2 from 10 of those deliveries, as we see the clouds getting darker over Sabina Park.
Doesn't look good at all, Foster. So much rain. I mean, we've seen in past years that we have drought this time of the year. But this, I mean, you can see from looking at the trees, everything looks so green. So much rain we've been blessed with. Oh, there goes. He finally connects one. Is Dennis Bulai. He has punched that one into the mid-wicket boundary for 4. So I think that message has done him wonders there. Whatever the message was, it was a good one. 4 runs, 66 for 2.
Yeah, and I think Frew made a gamble there, a mistake there. Bulai has been swinging to leg. Had to have your deep mid wicket back. Has to be back. He's only swinging to cow corner since he came. Dennis Bulai, I don't think he's going to be using any finesse to guide anything backward of point or clear extra cover.
Well, that shot would have given him some confidence. And there he goes again, Bulai, just lapping that one over short fine leg, 4 runs. So I think he's finally found his radar here, Bulai, picking up length quickly. And he's dismissed 2 deliveries from McCarthy into the boundary for 4, 70 for the loss of 2.
Yeah, that was poorly lined from McCarthy. That's a poor ball at any level. Easy hit for the batsman. It was way outside the leg side. All Bulai had to do was get bat and ball, especially with short fine leg in the circle.
Indeed. There goes Bulai. This one, there it goes in the air. There's 1, 2, 3 fielders converging. You won't get close to that one. And he's dropped it. Oh, shit. He's made a horrible sound there. Unfortunate as he goes down in agony there, Foster.
Yeah, and Frew is in serious pain. Seems as if he's done something with his arm. And fell heavily, and he screamed immediately as he dropped. And it's not a good sign. It doesn't look good. He made a lot of grounds to get to that ball. He was from short cover. He ran about 20 meters to get to the ball. Fell hard on his hand. Seems like he did something serious with his shoulder. He's still writhing in pain. And see, the medics are coming out now. This is not good. A lot of concern being expressed by the players. He's struggling to move at the moment. He's through, struggling to move. You see Bulai using some of his experience from the JDF to see if he can help him. It seems as if he has done something with his shoulder. Yeah, something has happened to his right shoulder there. He's struggling to move. So there's a breaking play.
Probably looks like a dislocated shoulder there. At the moment, it really just doesn't look good from our advantage point. He made a loud sound in agony, and Frew has been an important member of the Warriors, the captain, and we definitely hope that he makes a speedy recover. There you go again, looking at that replay. It just doesn't look good. .72 for the loss of 2 wickets. 7.3 overs ball. Was high in there. Went a long way.
Yeah, I think the problem for Frew there was that he didn't get a chance to break his fall. So all his weight went down on the shoulder. It's going to be painful for a while.
And it is the bowling arm also.
As you see, Mikhail Silva, Mikhail Silva making his way onto the park as a substitute. And not a good side that is as talented as Michael Frew.
I hope that the Warriors can pick themselves up from that. They have lost their captain to one of the most unfortunate ways. Bulai, he's gotten some 10 runs from this over so far. Is Dennis Bulai. It's absolutely flat batted that like a tennis style fashion into the boundary for 4. You would think that we were at Wimbledon playing tennis there. Shot and jab from Dennis Bulai, and an expensive over. This is turning out to be 14 from it, 76 for 2, and Bulai now catching up nicely. He's 16 from 14.
Yeah, this has been poor from Andre McCarthy actually. He hasn't bowled to what the field has asked him to do. Bowling short with pace on the ball, sitting up in the wicket for the batsman to hit.
And he's stroking that one into that extra cover region. Damian Bryce is doing the fielding. He goes to the keeper's end. And this has been good. This has been a very good over so far from the Risers. 4-4-2, 4-2. Productive one, 78 for 2.
16 runs from the over. Now the Warriors are under pressure now of keeping this under 100. No team has chased over 100 in the competition so far.
I think there was a woody sound on that one. Seems to be a bottom edge. I don't think we'll see a signal from the umpire, no. So, more runs for Bulai. More runs for the Risers. 79 for the loss of 2. And Bulai now moves to 19 from 16 deliveries. And Henry also batting well. 29 from 12. 2 overs to go.
Good over. Massive over in the context of the game as well. Just when Bulai was struggling to get going, just when he was struggling to find a way to find ball and bat, got an over from Andre McCarthy that really would have given any batsman the chance in the world to make runs. It was a poorly constructed over. An over filled with badly lined deliveries, short deliveries. Just a mixed bag really. And Bulai cashing in to be 19 from 16, and now only what, 12 balls to come. I think you want 2 runs per ball from here as a batting team, so that should get you up to 24. That is 103. I think with the bowling attack that the Warriors have, the Risers have, I beg your pardon, should fancy themselves defending 103.
Yeah, I think they've played this well so far. I think Bulai, he missed a few. He's been looking to play catch up since then. They're 79 for 2 with two overs to go. I think if they should get up to 100 from here. A bit of indecision there, bottom edge. It will remain a dot ball. 11 deliveries left in the innings.
Levy has had the better of Bulai so far in the contest. I think Levy almost committed the cardinal sin of giving away a run when there was none on offer. Bulai thought about a single, but there's no way he could have gotten a run there. And still, Levy still tried to keep the stumps down, almost resulting in an extra run. So lucky for him, he was berated.